Please welcome Mace Bearer Ann Taylor, Faculty Marshals Nancy Schultz and Andrea Zerin, and the faculty of the School of Graduate Studies. Please welcome the graduates from the School of Graduate Studies. Please welcome members of the Salem State University Board of Trustees, the university president, school and college deans and university leadership, the honorary degree recipient, student representatives, and other members of the platform party.
As Provost and Academic Vice President of Salem State University, I am pleased to declare that this School of Graduate Studies commencement is hereby convened. I welcome you, the guests, and the graduates of the class of 2019. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by graduating student Kelsey Johnston, followed by the invocation by Reverend Laura Biddle.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming?
And now may we humbly empty our minds for a moment and turn our hearts to a power greater than ourselves. O Holy One, Spirit of kindness and gentleness, Creator of love, Sustainer of hearts and souls, we gather here for this graduation ceremony, aware of the accomplishments and persistence of each graduate, celebrating the awesome achievements of every person who will cross this stage today, as well as those unable to be here. We lift our joy and our hope for them. As this academic year comes to an end, we honor all those students who have overcome adversity, who have risen after falling or failing, who have helped others with a compassionate hand or heart, and who have discovered within themselves the skills needed to be champions of peace and justice. We are grateful for friends, family, professors, administrators, staff, and all the many helping hands at Salem State University. On this day, filled with amazing grace, we ask that our communities be held in your loving embrace. Our world is desperate for a touch of unity and peace. May we be bearers of both. Bless this graduation and all its participants with a spirit of appreciation, hopefulness, and courage. Amen.
Please be seated. Easier said than done. I am honored to present to you John D. Keenan, the President of Salem State University.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations, graduates. I am sure no one is more pleased to be here today than you. Well, maybe your family. Today is indeed a culmination of years of hard work, and you and your family should be very proud. Before I offer you just a few words of advice, and I promise only a few, I would like to recognize this incredible group of students. This afternoon, we award 555 new graduates with graduate degrees. When you add that to Saturday's 2 commencement ceremonies, there are over 1,900 new Salem State alumni, adding to the over 65,000 strong already. And whether you remain in Massachusetts like 52,000 of your fellow Vikings have done before you, or you venture out across the country or the world, you will take with you all that you have learned and gained from your time here at Salem State. To get here where you are today, you have come from near, some right here in Salem and Lynn, and some from far away, Albania, China, Kenya, Brazil, and other places around the globe. All of you, however, can tell the stories of how you succeeded in your pursuit of earning a graduate degree. I would like to take a moment to recognize the various backgrounds of this graduating class. When I ask, please stand as you are able and remain standing. Please stand if you are a veteran or active or reserve service member. please remain standing, and thank you for your service. Please stand if you're a mother or a father or supporting a family. Please stand if you're one of our international students. And please stand if you are receiving your second degree from Salem State, making you a double Viking. And finally, please stand if you've worked 1 or 2 or even 3 jobs while attending graduate school. I think that's just about everyone. Well done, well done. Thank you, graduates. Each one of you took a unique path in your pursuit of a graduate degree. Each of you, I'm sure, hit roadblocks along the way. But what remains true, that is each and every one of you, is a success story. I'm sure I can speak for everyone at Salem State when I say we are honored to both have aided in and witnessed that success. As we honor all of you today for your accomplishments in and out of the classroom, I think especially of one of our students who exemplifies what it means to be a Viking. This student lived through years of hospitalizations, surgeries, and medications, ultimately impacting her education, forcing her to be homeschooled for part of her high school career. Not only was this student determined to go to college, but she was determined not to let her illness get in the way of making the most of her time here at Salem State. So she volunteered for HAWK, an organization that works to end domestic violence. She built homes on an alternative spring break. She joined a sorority. She studied abroad twice. On Saturday, that student will walk across this stage, celebrating her academic and personal achievement. In many ways, I think her resilience epitomizes our Viking grit and desire to succeed. Sometimes obstacles or challenges stood in your way and tried to tell you you can't or you won't. Well, you have and you will. When all of you enter the professional world that awaits you, our community will be better for it. At Salem State, we hope to teach all of you that what matters in this world is that you take the knowledge gained here, along with the grit and determination you already possess, and put it to work helping others. Later in this ceremony, you will hear from Ms. Tarana Burke, founder of the Me Too movement. Ms. Burke has dedicated her life to advocating for, lifting up, and listening to those with an important story to tell. Ms. Burke and each of our commencement speakers has made a lifetime commitment to fighting for social justice. We at Salem State are fortunate to exist in a community such as Salem where social justice is at the forefront as a result of the lessons learned from the witch trials of 1692. While certainly ingrained in our great and historic city, social justice is equally part of our DNA here at Salem State. When you leave this campus, we hope you too will continue to advance a more just society. Whatever your passion, climate change, racial, social, economic disparity, gender equality, there's always members of our community in need of an advocate. While at Salem State, so much of your focus has been on those classes, papers, and exams. On being a student. Today, I'm excited to speak to you about being a citizen, about being a productive, engaged, impactful, and thoughtful member of your community. I ask of you these 3 things. Continue to learn, be involved in your community, and appreciate and understand success. First, please continue to learn. You have all challenged yourselves intellectually on your way to receiving advanced degrees. As you graduate, I hope you will continue to be students by reading, by having thoughtful discussions, and by observing the world around you. Don't be afraid to speak with someone or talk with someone else that you might not agree with or even like. It is imperative that we expose ourselves to ideas with which we disagree. It challenges us to see the other side of the argument and to walk in someone else's shoes. I am not sure who coined the notion that it is inappropriate to discuss politics or religion with friends. If we are to advance the truth, we must be willing to have such difficult dialogue. My friends and I, many of whom are my college roommates, have such debates all the time. Second, be involved in your community. You are now armed with a graduate degree, and that is such a powerful tool. Your education at Salem State has given you the skills you need to make a difference in the world around you. Please take all that you have learned here and all you will learn throughout your life to continue the endless pursuit of civic engagement. Volunteer, get involved, voice your opinions, and please, vote. This next presidential election should be quite interesting, to say the least. Take a stand and be counted. Democracy is not, nor is it intended to be, a spectator sport. Effective democracy requires, indeed demands, an informed citizenry. Over your time here, you've honed your critical thinking and advocacy skills. Put those skills to work not only in your day job, but as an engaged community member wherever life's journey may take you next. On many fronts, you have challenged us to be better, and we have responded. Sustainability, inclusive excellence, and even food service. Thank you for making Salem State a better than you found it. Go and make the world a better place too. And finally, please be careful when measuring success. By receiving your graduate degree today, some of you may be enhancing your careers you already love or venturing out into a new one. Do not put pressure on yourself to have or land the dream job right away. You will likely have a job at a point in your career that does not fit who you are. And that is okay. I had a couple myself, as many in this room have as well. Learn from it and move on. For many of you, getting to this commencement ceremony was not a solo journey. You had mothers and fathers and grandparents and guardians, siblings and spouses and aunts and uncles and friends that were with you every step of the way, offering encouragement. I ask all the graduates to once again stand as you are able, turn to the family and friends gathered here today to give them a round of applause and appreciation. Thank you for supporting all of our students. No, none of us got here on our own. Whether here today or not, I hope you can thank those who have made an impact in your life. I also hope that in the future, you have the chance to have the same impact on someone else's life. Before I let you go today, I would like to say that success is not measured in titles or salaries or possessions. Rather, success is measured in the value you bring to others. Are you leaving the community better than you found it? Are you leaving the community better than you found it? That is progress. That is success. Relationships are key. You have made lifelong relationships while here at Salem State and will continue to do so as you enter new chapters in your life. Take stock in these important, valuable relationships and always appreciate the comfort, joy, and love that they bring to you. From your friends and family here at Salem State, please know that you always have a home here. We are so proud of all that you have accomplished. Enjoy life's journey. It is well worth the ride. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Paul Matera, Chair of the Salem State University Board of Trustees.
Thank you, President Keenan. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Salem State University Board of Trustees, congratulations, graduates. We welcome you and your families and friends to this 2019 commencement. I bring greetings as well from the Board of Higher Education, in which I serve as a representative of the state universities. The board is led by Chair Chris Gabrielli and Commissioner Carlos Santiago. The authority for much of what we do today, including the granting of degrees, comes from the BHE. Serving on the Salem State Board is an honor. Serving as chair is quite special. Let me say a brief word about our board. The Board of Trustees plays an important role in the governance of the university. Our duty is to ensure a sound financial foundation, strong, sustainable academic programs, and a vibrant student experience. Whether you start out as a freshman, a transfer student, a grad student, or restart your education as an adult learner, you should have confidence in the quality and sustainability of your program of instruction and of the university itself. That is the responsibility of the board. We have a great board. I'd like to acknowledge those trustees who are on the platform this afternoon. Dr. Kathy Murphy and Jamie Zalloway Belcito. Finally, to all of the graduates from all of the trustees, congratulations on all that you have accomplished. As commencement implies, today is a beginning. Seize the day, embrace your future. We are proud of you. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Professor James Gubbins, President of the Salem chapter of the Massachusetts State College Association, who will bring greetings on behalf of the faculty and the librarians. Professor Gubbins.
Yours has been a long road, and many people have been essential to your journey. This is a time to look back to each supporter who has kept you going. This is also a time to look back through the decades to the generations that have made today possible. Back to 1854 when Salem State was founded, and to 1780 when this state's constitution came into effect. This constitution declares wisdom, knowledge, as well as virtue spread among the citizens is necessary for the preservation of their rights and liberties. The Constitution makes it the duty of government to educate every citizen for their own good and for the greater good. It has been our privilege, we faculty and librarians, to fulfill this long-standing duty. Of all the things we do, it is you, our students, who are our greatest joy and our greatest accomplishment. We have striven hand in hand with you to help you become wise, knowledgeable, and virtuous citizens who will take up the task of building a better society. Our activism to bring fair funding for public higher education has been for you and your successors to get the full benefit of your degree program without having your time drained away working to pay soaring school costs and without stacking up crushing debt. You now are professionals. The graduate degree you hold is a rare thing. Only 8% of Americans have a graduate degree. It has been our calling to nurture you to become the best you can be. We know that having joined that tiny 8%, you will go on to achieve great things for yourselves, for your loved ones, for your colleagues, and for the common good. Congratulations.
And now, to speak for the graduates at this commencement ceremony is Latoya Ogunbona, a candidate for a Master of Social Work degree. Latoya, the stage is yours. I'm guessing social work sitting over there. Yeah, social work.
Wow, thank you. Social work. Hey! Thank you, President Keenan, Provost Silva, and members of the Board of Trustees. Congratulations to all the graduates from the Graduate Schools of Studies class of 2019. Thank you to all the families and friends of the graduates. Your support is what helped get us here today. Dad, Tad, Melissa, Nenan, thank you for your unending love, belief in me, and affirmation. I would not have been able to do this without your support, as well as the support of my beautiful friends in the audience and those streaming live near and far. My Swampscott Medco students, you inspire me every single day. You are brilliant, you are brave, and you're beautiful. And I strive because I know you are watching, and you make me a better person daily. I hope you follow all of your dreams and know that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. I am sure that we have dear loved ones today who could not be here. I want to observe space in this room to honor their memory. I especially honor my mother, Michelle Frederique Ogunbona. Today I'm here to talk to you about the little things. My name is Latoya Ogunbona. Don't be afraid, it's phonetic. Say it with me now. O, gun, bo, na. Ogunbona. I am a proud first-generation Haitian and Nigerian American woman. It is important that you say my name with me. It's important because my name is a name that symbolizes strength, tradition, perseverance, culture, and much too often in my experience, it gets botched, but not today. Pronouncing someone's name correctly or asking them how to say it is a seemingly little thing that makes a big difference. Man, graduate school is no easy feat. I remember sitting in orientation while student speakers were pretty much praise dancing that their time was over. And I remember thinking to myself, is it that serious? Well, I'm here to report to all of you today that I've been doing my own praise dances, and it is, in fact, very serious. Some of us are full-time students while working full-time, while interning, being parents, spouses, caretakers, and more. My dear friend Ami loves to remind me that I did that, so congratulations again to the class of 2019. Let's see you do your praise dance. Graduates, turn to the person next to you and tell them you did that. Yeah, y'all did that. Acknowledging someone's accomplishments, diligence, and strength and resilience is also a seemingly little thing that takes nothing away from you, but makes a big difference. So I'm graduating with my master's in social work today, and guess what? I never wanted to be a social worker. I'll have you know that that first answer to the "what do you want to be when you grow up?" Latoya question was pediatrician, like most Haitian and Nigerian girls. But organic chemistry, however, quashed that notion quickly, especially at my alma mater, Xavier University of Louisiana, the #1 producer of Black doctors in America. But I didn't go that route. But nurses, I hear advanced patho is no joke. So you did that. Where y'all at? Man, Congratulations. In the end, I decided to follow other pursuits and passions, which led me right to where I thought I did not want to be, but is where I was probably always destined to be. I love the versatility of social work. I love that I can be clinical and deliver testimony in support of a policy that benefits the people I work for. I love that I can advocate for social justice and be one of the directors of the longest running school desegregation programs in America. It is the little things that got me to this point, and the little things that complete the bigger picture. But what is the bigger picture? For everyone, it's different. For me, it's living with a purpose and finding my passion. From a young age, I felt an inherent obligation to serve others and call out injustice. Frequently, as one of the only people of color in spaces, I am charged with inserting my perspective, solicited or unsolicited. And it has not always been peaceful or easy, but it's one of the little things that I do continuously in order to help somebody along this journey, which is life. I have compiled a brief, incomplete list of the little things. One of them is the need to take every opportunity. My first day at orientation, I introduced myself to the social work faculty. And I told them that if they needed anything, that I was their person. I was asked to be the student voice on the curriculum committee. Through this opportunity, meeting, intentional action, I was able to gain mentorship, guidance, and include the voices of my peers when it came to the curriculum. Another little thing is the fact that an idea is an idea until you take the small steps to make it a reality. I set small goals, which brought me to this point. Being in this program encouraged me and inspired me to think outside of the box. So much so that I was able to create my own class to study in Ghana in the summer of 2017 and receive credit. I hope to pilot this class at Salem State. I was also able to co-found Abibi Kwantuo, a travel organization for Black people globally to immerse themselves through educational and thoughtful travel programs in Africa. In our first year of programming, we are currently sending 6 people to Togo and Ghana. This is a little but a huge step towards the liberation of Black people, which will lead to the liberation of all people. A small thing that takes humility is to accept help and redirection. This last year has brought me closer to my cohort and the people that I've been sitting with in class over the past 3 years. I never thought I would make friends in graduate school, but I've had more people checking in on me, redirecting me, and pushing me to the finish line than ever before, and for that I am grateful. Tracy. This may not feel like a little thing, but it is a little thing that makes a big difference as well. Speak up, even when it may be uncomfortable. Before I began this program, I was working for an outreach agency. In our team meetings, we would often process current events. This was at the time when the Black Lives Matter movement was being born from the killings of unarmed Black people. And let's just be clear, Black lives do matter. The social injustices were not being talked about in our meetings, although we predominantly serve communities of color. I was a therapeutic mentor, and my mentee talked about it, and it led me to wonder, what conversations are we having around this with the people we're serving? Is this something we're considering in our assessments? Are providers who are going into these homes aware of the social conditioning taking place, and how are we as social workers and mental health providers combating the injustices that so many face? I wrote a long letter to my director, and in turn, she asked me to present on cultural humility during a staff meeting, and I ended up presenting to leaders at the agency as well. That's when I knew I needed to return to school to continue fighting and supporting marginalized populations. Whether you're graduating from your program full-time or whether it's taking you a little longer, Whether you're taking a much-deserved break or jumping right into the workforce, you are so capable of the little things. Expanding your horizons, meeting new people, taking that trip, giving redirection, or even accepting redirection. You are capable, so congratulations to you all. We did that. Thank you.
Thank you, LaToya Ogunbona. Graduate Student Commencement Speech 2019. You did that. Trustee Matera, please join me in the conferring of the honorary degree.
Trustee Belcito, will you present your candidate for the honorary degree?
Trustee Matera, I have the honor to present to you Ms. Tarana Burke for the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Thank you.
Ms. Tarana Burke, founder of the Me Too movement and social justice activist, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Tarana Burke, you are an activist, advocate, and inspiration. In founding the Me Too movement, you have amplified the voices of survivors of sexual assault and sexual harassment, and you have launched conversations that are essential to creating change. You began using the phrase Me Too in your work with students as an activist in Alabama back in 2006. These words were designed to create empathy and understanding among victims. Today, this movement speaks to the countless men, women, children, queer and transgender individuals, and members of marginalized groups. Launching a worldwide movement came after years of activism that began when you were a young girl, continued into college, and grew throughout your professional career. For a decade, you contributed your passion and talent to nonprofit organizations in Selma, Alabama. Working for the 21st Century Youth Leadership Movement, you mentored hundreds of youth leaders. For the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute, you led efforts to commemorate the Selma voting rights struggle and the events leading up to the 1965 march from Selma to Montgomery. As Executive Director of the Black Belt Arts and Cultural Center, you brought cultural programming to underserved youth. And in 2003, you co-founded Just Be Inc., an organization committed to the leadership, development, and wellness of Black girls. True to its name, you created space where these young women could just be. They could make mistakes, learn from them, and grow. After realizing just how many survivors of sexual violence and abuse lack support, you sought to make a difference. In doing so, you have inspired millions of people to speak up. Through the Me Too movement, you have not only helped survivors to get the resources they need to heal, but you have challenged all of us to have difficult conversations, to be proactive about understanding our rights, to work against the power and privilege that prevent so many individuals from seeing justice or even being heard. Change starts with raising people's voices. You have shown all of us how powerful that can be. Congratulations.
By the power conferred upon the trustees of Salem State University by the Board of Higher Education, it is my pleasure to award you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
On behalf of the university community, I want to thank Ms. Tarana Burke for her service and contributions which enrich all of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Salem State University honorary degree recipient, Ms. Tarana Burke, Salem State University 2019 graduate commencement speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. This is lovely. I would first like to recognize and show my deep gratitude to President John Keenan and Chair Matera and the Board of Trustees for this incredible honor. Thank you. I would also like to recognize the distinguished platform party, Professor Gubbins and faculty members, and the class of 2019. I also want to acknowledge the graduates' families and friends because I know you didn't get here on your own. So I'm always humbled at invitations to speak, and I feel a deep obligation to use the time wisely, especially when I'm the person standing between you and the culmination of all the work you put in to be here. As graduates, you probably get a lot of advice and guidance about how to handle the next phase of your life. Maybe you've been told about grabbing life by the horns or taking calculated risks. Or perhaps you've been encouraged to set personal goals and never stop learning. All of these are true, and I encourage them as well. Good night. No, just kidding. But today, I don't want to talk to you today about what others expect from you. I want to talk to you about what you should expect for yourself. We live in a time where the expectation to achieve greatly or achieve greatness is prioritized over the need to live whole, joyful, deeply meaningful lives. Success is often defined by the ability to have more than others, more money, or more power, or more stuff, but not by the ability to tap into your deepest joy. I'm not a hippie, I promise. And I'm not telling you to abandon your career goals in order to eat, pray, love your way through life. But I am saying that this is a moment to decide that you will give priority to what makes you feel whole and joyful, and create your own definition of success. I know some of your parents are probably rolling their eyes, but some of you know exactly what I mean. And reflecting back, you probably wish that you would have made your joy and wholeness a priority much sooner if you have it all. And what do I mean by wholeness and joy? I believe we are whole people when we are able to live a fully actualized and authentic life, and when we occupy spaces and are in relationship with people who are accountable for their actions and hold us accountable as well. The authenticity isn't about being perfect. It's about being true. The author and researcher Brené Brown says, authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, and the choice to let our true selves be seen. Which brings me to joy. If the definition of wholeness and authenticity is what we just heard, then joy should be defined by the choices we make that allow us to revel in our truest selves. There will be all sorts of commodified messages you will receive, directing you to go out and find what brings you joy, usually for 4 easy installments of $49.99. But whether you're entry level at a top firm or going in for another degree, this is a time to claim and protect the joy you already have in your life. You will discover new and important things as life moves forward, but don't let anyone distort or devalue the joy you've already found. And please understand, this is concrete advice. No matter what kind of job you have or the next set of degrees you get, your need to feel whole and your relentless pursuit of joy will only enhance those decisions and bring you closer to the life you deserve. It's not about choosing one thing over another. It's about creating a life where you can truly tap into what it means to be yourself. How many times have you heard that? Before a big interview or a big date or any of life's more stressful moments, we're always told to be ourselves. But in so many instances, folks are just as confused about what that is as anything else. As our president talked about many years ago, I founded a youth program for girls called Just Be Inc. And the name was very intentional. Part of our goal was to provide a safe space for the young women in our program to figure out what it meant to fully just be themselves. We didn't define what that was for them because no one can. No one can define it for you, but we did provide some guidance, and I want to share that with you. These we'll call our Just Be-isms. Just be creative. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. Most of life's questions don't have wrong answers. Just be inspired. Inspiration can be found anywhere and anything. We just have to keep an open mind and keep looking. Just be patient. Life is not really short. In fact, it's the longest thing you'll ever do. Live every day to the fullest and let life's rewards come to you. Just be resilient. Don't be remembered by how many times you fell, but by how well you bounced back. Just be confident. Don't doubt your natural abilities. There is no challenge put before you that you can't handle. With humility, tenacity, and grace, you can do anything. Just be kind. Compassion and empathy go hand in hand. The compassion you give to one person may feed the empathy you get from another. And lastly, and most importantly, just be you. The only one who has the power to tell you who you are is you. That definition may grow and change as you do, but at your core, you will always be who you were put here to be. As you move through life, remember that and hold tight to who you are. And don't be afraid if that's a different thing at different times. And when all else fails, just be. Class of 2019, you deserve to be whole and you deserve to be joyful. And I fully expect you to pursue both of those things with all the vigor, passion, and commitment that you pursue your life goals. Be well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarana Burke. That was wonderful advice for all of us. And now we have reached the portion of the ceremony that you've all been waiting for. Provost Silva, will you please join me and present the candidates for their degrees?
President Keenan, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for master's degrees and certificates of advanced graduate study. Will the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? President Keenan, I am pleased to present these candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Science with specification according to the program for which they have qualified.
by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Salem State University and the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Science according to the program in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Please be seated. The candidates for master's degrees in the Bertillon School of Business will please rise. President Keenan, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degree of Master of Business Administration with specification according to the program in which they have qualified.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Salem State University and the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration according to the program in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Please be seated. The candidates for master's degrees and certificates of advanced graduate study in the School of Education will please rise. President Keenan, I am most pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Master of Education and certificates of advanced graduate study with specification according to the program in which they have qualified.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Salem State University and the Board of Trustees of Higher Education, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Master in Education, certificates of advanced graduate study, according to the program in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Please be seated. And now, the candidates for master's degrees in the McGuire Missouri College of Health and Human Services, including criminal justice, occupational therapy, nursing, and social work, will please rise. President Keenan, I am most pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Social Work, with specification according to the program in which they have qualified.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Salem State University and the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, I do hereby confer upon you the degrees of Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Social Work, according to the program in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Please be seated. Assisting with the candidates this afternoon are Interim Dean Emerson Baker from the School of Graduate and Professional Studies, Dean Gail Gasprich from the College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Kathleen Barnes from the Bertillon School of Business, Dean Joseph Cambone from the School of Education, and Interim Dean Jean Corcoran from the McGuire Missouri College of Health and Human Services. We request that personal photographs not be taken at this time for safety reasons. Graduates will be professionally photographed as they cross the stage. Thank you.
Okay. That's perfect. All right, let's do this. College of Arts and Sciences. Master of Arts in English. Fallon Renee Alden Keel. Laura Jean Babcock. Leah Brundage. Melissa Marie Carella. Katerina Gentili. Gregory John Glenn. Pamela Levy. Nicole Marie Minnie. Devin Rose Rudder. Caitlin M. Thomas. Jessica Catherine Aneloro. Master of Arts in History, Elizabeth Page Grillo. United States Navy Hospital Corpsman Second Class, Joshua Jenkins. Nicole Constantia Muse. Mark Cameron Pappas. Natalie Mae Turner. Yeah. Rachel Margaret Kennedy, Master of Arts Teaching in Teaching English. Master of Arts of Teaching in Teaching Chemistry, Martin Hugo Valdez. Master of Arts in Teaching English Second, excuse me, let me get it right. Master of Arts of Teaching English to speakers of other languages. Kong Ding. Ji Han. Christina Leslie. Adriana Lopez. Megan Martins. Elizabeth Paz. Carla Rose. Haley Surgeon. Grace Catherine Campbell, Master of Arts in Teaching History. Amanda K. Short. Master of Arts in Teaching Middle School Math, Catherine Pierce Conti. Shelley Ann Cody. Gary J. Reardon. Carrie Ann Patricia Yutkins. Master of Art in Teaching Spanish, Domingo Castro. Lori Ann Donahue, excuse me. Carlene Vanessa French. Jessica M. Silva Manzo. Aubrielle Melia Katuma. Nayla Schultze. Master of Science Counseling, Gopal Akaria. Daniel C. Allen. Shantara R. Baker Brown. Adrienne R. Barry Burton. Melanie Corinne Berube. Michaela Ryan Cosprin. Kayla Cragen. Maura Deravan. Rachel Louise Farron. Kelsey E. Finnegan. Daphne Carla Georges. Amy Faith Howland. Arlene Jaquez. Whitney Mann. Melody Mancinelli. Danielle Zareda Myers. Julie Fong Nayin. Sadira Persad. Jacqueline Powers. Anthony Sagassi. Molly Elizabeth Simmons. Danielle Corinne Chagru. Brianna Lee Tricomi. Master of Science, Geoinformation Science, Peter Adorzi. Robert Banks. Cesar Oscar Gonzalez Tellez. Nicholas Robert Garente. Congrats, Nick. Lynn Hu. Nicholas Eric McFarland. James Armand Shea. Anand Shen. Master of Science, Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Justine Sarah Altscher. Ryan James Bredesen. Alexander Brian Cole Davis. Chidinma Christy Jindu. Ori Allen Eldridge. Millie Espinal. Clara Gregory. Sabrina Lynn Hunt. Emma Elizabeth Jansen. Deborah Christine Longo. Congratulations, Deborah. Sangamitra Mohanty Banerjee. Rebecca Prescott. Congrats, Rebecca. Spriha Sanjay. Well done, Spriha. Socrates Junior Trinidad. Corinne Veenan. Master of Science, Mathematics, Emmanuel Odoma Iwahi. Anthony Lorenzi D'Souza. Okay. Master of Business Administration. You have a change of guard here. Reshuffle the deck. Brian David Carr. Nicholas Canigliaro. Marise Arose Irardi. Salah Kassab. Milana Cringes. Layla Lemaine. Paula A. Lopez. Usmani Lee. Catherine Maloney. Michael Charles Nicolazzo. Chinrui Ning. Mary Nagaya. Kevin Nizuka. Clayton Michael Pudva. Mukti Nath Rote. Isabella Sampaio. Deborah Lee Surface. That's it. That's it. School of Education. You ready? All right. Nicole Marie Brunel. Evelyn S. Bulger. Lisa Collins. I'm sorry, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study Education, these have been. Peter John DeMauro. Lauren R. Grace. Mark Martineau. Kim McCarthy. Christopher Norkin. Mary Cruz Sums. Michael Titus. Master of Education, Early Childhood Education, Catherine May Antonson. Andrea Beth Bernard. Genevieve Catherine Becesti. Armando E. Caballero. Abby Joseph Fitzgerald. Kiana Tamarin Gubixa. Alexandra Sarah Hagan. Haley Christine Hanrahan. Julie A. Hinshin. Angelica Aliki Katsunis. Kayla Marie Louise. Zara Vanessa Martinez. Lindsay Neal. Crystal Rose Paget. Ashley Elizabeth Pimentel. Jennifer C. Polidoro. Melissa Elizabeth Polino. Mary Kate Roberts. Chelsea Ann Rowe. Nina M. Silvera. Gina Marie Toludo. Meg Tenzar. Shuhan Yu. Mercy Baez. Okay. Master of Education, Elementary Education, Shiloh Bramanti Cohen. Catherine Mary Bushy. Brianna M. Kudu. Alexa Ray Dacey. Emily Danielson. Lena Lucia DeCenzo. Jonathan Matthew Ellen. Michaela M. Fairman. Justin D. Mastranzi. Samuel James Roots Hunter. Brittany Kennedy. Melissa Ann Kowalik. Emma Marie Luster. Jamie C. Mahoney. Sarah Elizabeth Mountain. Shannon O'Connor. Hillary Rachel Faust. Anne Marie Pollock. Christina Mary Price. Congrats, Tina. Clarita Viviana Racinos. Amanda Rosatone. Jennifer Rubalcava. Victoria Monet Smith. Master of Ed, Higher Education and Student Affairs. Caitlin Aborn. Anne Marie Teresa Bedard. Mitchell David Benedetti. Ali An. Nope. No, honestly, don't look like An Lee. Oh, I see. Alian Carmela Brennan. Gabrielle Lindia Colagio. Pamela Yvonne Cortez Ortiz. Logan Harold Dunnigan. Kayla Aurora Eusebio. Taylor Gray Harold. Denise Huezo Rosales. Elmira Karajic. Courtney Rose Lilly. Philette Imani Lovensi. Leanne Lowell. Christina Lynch.
Yeah, Christina!
Rona Janea Cortez Little. JT Minozzi. Alexander Joseph McGilvray. Monica Kane Waduanik. Jonathan Gerald Parcell. Samantha A. Sargent. Julianne Schneidenbach. Malik Turner. Alexandra Valdez. Tanalak Vatnassel. David Thomas Wilson. Master of Education Leadership in Physics Education and Movement Science Standards, Rachel Lynn Garabedian. Adam Stephen Halley. Peter Knowles. Christopher Moore. Jeffrey Jonathan Stevens. Master of Education, Library Media Studies, Jane Patricia Andrews. Susan Carr. Julie B. DiFrancesco. Mary Beth Kimberly Quadgrass. Master of Education in Reading, Caitlin Benson. Brittany Joyce Bythrow. Heather Dahlbeck. Rachel Aramo. Master of Science in Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Dominique Michelle Jenkins. That was one of them. Master of Education in School Counseling, Jennifer Lynn Barrows. Patrick A. Breen. Taryn M. Brown. Michelle Kathleen Calabro. Eric Brian Caples. Bianca Louise Genualdo. Catherine Nora Gorham. Ryan Guild. Christina Lucy Irardi. Emma Miller. Danielle K. Morganelli. Rosemary Ruiz. Amanda Rumble. Karen Siddiqui. Jocelyn Smith. Jessica Leah Snow. Justine Talitha Thomas. Nicole Turton. Master of Education in Secondary Education, Vanessa Joan Biasella. Hannah Fitzgerald Blaisdell. Matthew Allen Kamiri. Hannah Lee Drew. Jeremy LaRoche. Michael Lawrence Leone. Sabrina May Lillis. Melina R. Mavroforos. Kayla Ann McKinnon. Erin Elizabeth McManus. James Nicholas Paraskevas II. Jillian Paige Rubin. Kayla Nicole Shaw. Ali Hussein Shirazi. Kiara Elizabeth Vargas. Samantha Walters. Master of Education, Special Education, Catherine Elizabeth Azevedo. Sarah Marie Brugman. Anastasia Eleni Chung. Jennifer Lee Clifford. Gabrielle Christina Correnti. Melissa Dixie. Melissa Marie Donahue. Margaret Emanuel. Michelle Lauren Hannon. Adam Maximilian Milazewski. Catherine Jane Morris. Melissa Colleen O'Brien. Alyssa Rose Shepard. Robert Joseph Silva III. Katie Marie Sullivan. Corey Walker. Leanna Rose Walsh. Jenna Gail Woodworth. McGuire, Missouri College of Health and Human Services. Master of Science, Criminal Justice, Danae Jasmine Allen. Julie Marie Borgia. Michael Carter Broderick. Samantha Caitlin Coogan. Michael G. Denaro. Robert Thomas Dempsey. Joseph Robert Fern Jr. Hector Luis Gonzalez. Kenneth Charles Harris. Jared Lewis Lopez. Miguel G. Montero. Sean Andrew Mullins. Gianna Eduviges Rodriguez. Colleen Jane Ryan. Rose Alexandra Tiro. Lauren Woods. Master of Science, Occupational Therapy, Monique Renee Blow. Amanda Marie Bronya. Alexandra Christina Galage. Danielle Page Hall. Marie Hasey. Pamela Heshinsky. Laura Elizabeth Humphreys. Kathleen Ellen Hunt. Master of Science, Occupational Therapy. Stefania Jean Michel. Charlotte Jensen. Mary Margaret LaFleur. Brooke Catherine Malloy. Erastus Shatandi Manyasa. Amanda Brooke Nardone. Mary Helena Nunes. Monica Helen Reed. Haley Elizabeth Saulnier. Michelle Ann Smith. Master of Science in Nursing, Jessica D. Anastasi. Julianne M. Cartiero. Rona Cavaliero. Donald Eugene Cox. Nicole H. Cronin. Brian Lowell Curry Krieger. Andrew Eric Dundon. Concepcion Louis Gan. Thu Ann Nagayan. Erica Elena Garcia. Wangari Gathungu. Kathleen Louise Kaminsky. Jillian Patricia Lorenzano. Mary Therese Malcolm. Amy B. McGee Washmuth. Jacqueline Morrison. Ingrid Porsche Rachal. Kelly Marie Pratt. Allison Noelle Verdone. Master of Social Work. Catherine Nadia Abrego. Anita Acevedo. Jennifer Almeida. Alisa Nadine Alvarez. Bethany Starr Armentrout. Annie Louise Atwater. Allison Ballback. Megan Beatty. Michelle Lee Berlingeri. Matthew Benson Bernstein. Jasmine Bishop Blondie. Kimbra Marie Buerschaper. Ashley Marie Carnathan. Amber Jean Karen. Natalie Castile. Michelle Cohen. Michael P. Collins, Jr. Lauren Kumis. Catherine Kennard. Jessica Cooney. Sean Christopher Copeland. Sarah Elizabeth Courtney. Nicholas Cristoforo. Gina M. Daza. Lucia DeRosa. Leanne DeLuca. Michael Carmen DeSantis. Kristen Ann Lampros. Janet Sidney Dexter. Janelle Lynn Eddy. Heather Catherine Ewell. Julianne Rose Fisher. Jacqueline Fix. Kelsey Flattery, Casey Fortier. Cheyenne Amber Fox Tree McGrath. Rachel Lee Frank. Elizabeth E. Fuller. Christopher John George. Brittany Golden. Sarah Gomez. Kim Graham. Margot Grossberg. Alexandra Gutierrez. April Hafner. Amanda Kristen Harmon.
Yes,
Amanda Ashley Harding. Emily E. Hills. Benjamin D. Hoyt. Joanna Carolina Imbert Leon. Jordan Jensen. Megan Elizabeth Johnson. Jessica Lynn Joss. Irenus Kazmarzik. Michael Kitts. Christina Kodinsky. Maria Roseanne Lane. Rosaline Rebecca LeVay. Sabrina Lemos. Nicole Marie Lippens. Jillian Rose Lynch. Holly McPherson. Eglantina Malaj. Caitlin Mary Marquetta. Megan L. Marrero. Taryn E. Marino. Emily Lucille Marsh. Ariana Aurora Martinez. Hannah Matsubara. Stephanie McKay Maurer. Courtney Elizabeth McCusker. Anne Marie Mascunas. Mohammed Isaac Mohammed. Geraldine Montoya Paez. Adrienne Marie Mosey. Careful with those flowers. Kelly Murphy. Chanel Nardone. Eileen Jerry. India Siobhan Olivier. Jennifer Oriana. Amanda Marie Perrant. Tracy Nicole Karachi. Daniel John Albert Patronzio. Isaac Snow Pike. Rachel Maria Ponce. Amy L. Prevost. Michael Timothy Puffer. Gray Voudre Reed. Lauren Beth Richmond. Joanna Rodriguez. Lauren Romano. Brent T. Rourke. Kristen Rochelle Ruggiero. Renee M. Sala. Nathan Sanford. Brooke Louise Soriol. Jenna Lynn Schultz. Naomi Ann Sheridan. Malani Monique Slater Coleman. Hillary Elizabeth Smith. Santia Soto. Casey A. Susi. Lauren Ashley Souza. Peter N. Souza, Jr. Sonia Steblo. Felicia Tashira. Jalisa Tintendo. Laura Thurlow. Rachel L. Wasser. Lawanda Whitaker Ross. Christopher White. Stephanie Esther Wilson. Carolyn Louise Wooden. James R. Young. Congratulations, James. Eugene Owasu Bafur. Sasa Girolani. Master of Arts in English, Kelsey Johnston. Congratulations, Kelsey. Last but certainly not least, Master of Arts in Social Work. I'm in trouble if I get this wrong. Latoya Ogunbona. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2019. New graduates. New graduates, you have many to thank for assisting you in achieving this wonderful milestone of a graduate education. The faculty of Salem State were a critical part of your success. Faculty, would you please stand, and new alumni, would you show them your appreciation? And now, to bring greetings from the Alumni Association is Joseph Warmness, Salem State University's Alumni Association President.
Thank you, President Keenan. Good afternoon, and it's truly a great afternoon. I'm sure the new alums would agree. 19 years ago this week, on a Thursday afternoon, right around this time of the day, I sat in one of those very seats about to receive my master's degree. I was fortunate at that stage of my life to be able to prepare for a career change which would allow me to pursue my dream in making a difference in the lives of elders. Back in those days, I was employed in the private sector, but I felt like I needed to do more. I needed to find the next challenge in my life, a challenge where I could focus on helping others. So after some serious soul searching, I concluded that a career in social work would be my goal. Around that same time, this was back in the mid-90s, I learned that Salem State was now offering a master's degree in social work. And Salem was only about a 30-minute commute from my home. So I set my eyes on Salem, and the next 3 years truly flew by. Looking back, I have to say that my experience here was incredibly gratifying. I found small class sizes, a challenging curriculum, faculty members who honestly cared about their students, and tuition and fees that I could afford. Today, I'm a medical social worker assisting frail elders to navigate their way through the medical challenges that come with advanced age. Best of all, I have a job that I love, doing very important work, and I attribute all of my success and happiness to the education that I received right here at Salem State. Whether your advanced degree is in social work, or education, or occupational therapy, or nursing, or business, or any one of the many programs that Salem State offers a graduate degree in, you now have the knowledge, the skills, and the opportunity to build a career that will bring much happiness to your life. Today, you become an alumnus or an alumna of Salem State. As an alum of this great university, your automatic membership connects you to an international network of about 65,000 members. To commemorate your membership, I ask that you please remove the pin from the lanyard given to you earlier today and affix it to your robe. The pin serves as a symbol of your accomplishments at Salem State. Wear it with pride. You may also have noticed the graduates who are wearing a green cord as a part of their regalia today. The cord represents a financial donation of $20.19 made by the students to the class of 2019 gift fund. The donation directly supports an incoming student, just as previous class donations may have helped you. As president of the Alumni Association, I invite you all to partake in the events, activities, and organizations that are sponsored by the Alumni Association. Coming up in just 2 weeks, we have our annual Alumni Weekend celebration scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, June 1st and 2nd. One of the highlights of the weekend is the Saturday evening party on McEwen Plaza, better known by its acronym POMP. To learn more about POMP and the other events for Alumni Weekend, please check out the alumni calendar on the university's website. In closing, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Alumni Association, allow me to extend our deepest and most sincere congratulations to every one of you on the event of your accomplishments. We wish you the greatest success in your endeavors, and please remember that you will always have a place here in the Salem State University community. Congratulations. And so now, in order to conclude the program, I'm going to ask Reverend Laura Biddle to once again come to the podium and offer a closing benediction.
Let's just acknowledge the children in this place. Those voices that we can hear, some of them a little fussy, some of them really supporting their families. Let's acknowledge the children in this place. Woo! You did that. Right now, you enter the first day of the rest of your lives. You are doing that. Your story, your experiences, both the difficult ones and the smooth ones, your dreams and ideas, your name matters. You matter. So be vulnerable. Be imperfect. Be feisty. Be shy. Be humble and kind. Be creative and authentic. Just be you. You did that. So now I have the honor and privilege of sending you out into this first day of the rest of your lives. May you be blessed by a spirit that rises with you. Go into the world trusting in the power of your spirit. Amen.
Before adjourning this afternoon's ceremony, I request that the audience remain in your seats until the platform guests, the faculty, and the graduates, now alumni, have recessed. Graduates, you will appropriately enough recess to Alumni Field to join your family and your friends. I hereby declare the 2019 Graduate School Commencement Ceremony concluded.